Welcome to the tutorial on research. Today we are going to discuss about the distinction between theoretical framework and conceptual framework. What are the differences between theoretical framework and conceptual framework that would be discussed in today's tutorial. As you can see, the theoretical framework shows the existing concepts, existing definitions, or the existing propositions that are derived from the existing research. The published research showing the existing theories are known as theoretical framework. On the other hand, in the conceptual framework, as a researcher, you are going to visualize your research model. That means in the conceptual framework, you have to show your own research model. That means conceptual framework is the visual representation of the model where you have to show the causal relationships between the independent and dependent variable in your research or study. In the theoretical framework, we show all the existing theories. It is the synthesis of the existing theories, model, or framework on a specific research area. On the other hand, in the conceptual framework, we try to develop our research model based on the previous theories. That means the conceptual framework indicates the researcher's own model. That means in the conceptual framework, as a researcher, you have to illustrate your research model where you have to show the causal relationships between the variables. In the literature review, we show the theoretical framework at the initial stage, and in the later stage of the literature review, we show the conceptual framework. That means conceptual framework indicates the model on which you are going to do your research. The theoretical framework will synthesize or compile all the previous existing theories or model. Normally, we derive the theoretical framework from the previous published studies, and we develop the conceptual framework based on our research question, objective, and hypothesis. That means it is the researcher's own model, and this is the models that were depicted by the previous published studies. Now we are going to see the example of theoretical framework on motivation. Suppose you are going to do research on motivation. So what are the previous findings? What are the previous existing theory? As you can see, on the motivation, the previous theories are Maslow's hierarchy theory, Herzberg two-factor theory, self-determination theory. These are the existing theories, and by these existing theories, if you develop your research model where you have to show the dependent and independent variable, as well as you can also show the mediating variable. So this is your research model. That's why this is the conceptual framework. In the theoretical framework, we show the previous theories, existing theories. On the other hand, in the conceptual framework, we show or visualize our theory, your own model. As you can see, based on the previous existing theory, you can see you can develop a research model which is known as conceptual framework, such as these are the independent variable. Suppose on your own research model, you want to show that the independent variables are intrinsic motivation and extrinsic motivation. So here achievement and recognition are known as intrinsic motivation, where the salary and job security are known as extrinsic motivation. And if you want to show mediation by the job satisfaction and the impact on the employee performance, then this is your own model. So this is the conceptual framework, because this is your own model. In summary, we can say that in the theoretical framework, we compile all the previous theories based on the published research work. And in the conceptual framework, we show the research model that is going to be examined by your own study. Thank you.